Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about a topic that deeply impacts our mental and emotional well-being: how to emotionally detach. Life can often feel overwhelming with relationships, work, and personal challenges pulling us in different directions. When we're overly invested emotionally, we risk losing sight of who we are and what truly matters to us. Emotional detachment is not about shutting off your feelings or becoming unempathetic. It's about cultivating the ability to maintain your inner peace, even in the face of stress or emotional chaos. It's about stepping back to gain clarity and control over your life. This speech will guide you through what emotional detachment means, why it's important, and practical steps you can take to master this skill. Emotional detachment can often be misunderstood. Some people think it means becoming apathetic, indifferent, or unfeeling. But true detachment is different. It's a mindful practice of separating your sense of self and happiness from external factors that you can't control. Imagine your emotions as a stormy sea. Emotional detachment is like learning to stand on a sturdy bridge above that sea. You can observe the waves you're feeling without being swept away by them. This skill isn't about suppressing your emotions, but rather managing them in a way that serves your peace and purpose. It's about knowing when to step back, creating space to think clearly, and acting intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. Emotional detachment is essential for three main reasons. First, it helps maintain emotional health. Constantly being affected by external circumstances can lead to anxiety, stress, and even depression. Detachment offers relief and clarity. Second, it strengthens relationships. When we're too emotionally enmeshed with others, we may take on their problems, lose our individuality, or even become resentful. Healthy detachment allows us to love and support others without losing ourselves. Third, it helps us make better decisions. Emotions are powerful, but they can cloud judgment. By stepping back, we can assess situations more objectively and make decisions aligned with our values and goals. The first step toward emotional detachment is recognizing that you need it. Reflect on these questions. Do you feel drained by certain relationships or situations? Are you constantly seeking validation from others? Do you struggle to let go of past hurts? Acknowledging this need isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's the first step toward regaining control over your emotional well-being. Emotional triggers are the stimuli that evoke strong emotional reactions in us. They can stem from past experiences, unmet expectations, or unresolved pain. For example, a dismissive comment from a colleague might remind you of childhood rejection. Seeing a friend succeed could trigger feelings of inadequacy if you're struggling. To identify your triggers, keep a journal of moments when you feel overwhelmed. Write down the situation, your emotional response, and the thoughts running through your mind. Recognizing patterns in your triggers is the first step in diffusing their power. Boundaries are the cornerstone of emotional detachment. Without them, we risk overcommitting to others or internalizing their struggles. Take these steps to establish healthy boundaries. Clarify your limits. Decide what behaviors or situations you're no longer willing to tolerate. Communicate assertively. Let others know your boundaries in a kind but firm way. For instance, say, "I understand your perspective, but I need to take some time to process this." Stick to your boundaries. Consistency is key. Others may test your limits, but reinforcing them shows that you value your peace. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out, they're fences that define where you end and others begin. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. On the contrary, it requires a deep awareness of what you feel. Instead of saying, "I shouldn't feel this way," try acknowledging your emotions without judgment. I feel hurt because I value fairness. I feel frustrated because I want to be understood. By naming your emotions, you give yourself the power to address them calmly rather than letting them control you. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for detachment. It keeps you anchored in the present moment where emotions lose their overwhelming power. Try these mindfulness practices. Body scans take a moment to focus on each part of your body, releasing tension as you go. 5 senses exercise pause and notice something you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. This simple practice can interrupt emotional overwhelm. Mantras repeat calming phrases like, "I am separate from this situation." "I choose peace." Mindfulness isn't about escaping your feelings, but about observing them without becoming consumed. Detachment often requires reframing how we interpret situations. Instead of personalizing events or overanalyzing them, shift your focus. Consider these examples. Instead of thinking, "They ignored me because they don't care," think, "They may be busy or distracted." When facing criticism, instead of, "I'm a failure," try, "This feedback could help me improve." By shifting your perspective, you distance yourself from harmful assumptions and embrace a more empowering narrative. One of the hardest but most liberating aspects of emotional detachment is letting go of grudges, expectations, and the need for control. Accept what you can't change. Write down what's outside your control, then visualize releasing it. Focus on gratitude. Redirect your energy toward what you have rather than what you lack. Forgive. Forgiveness isn't about excusing others' behavior, it's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care, it means you care enough about your peace to release what no longer serves you. At the heart of emotional detachment is self-worth. When you value yourself, you're less likely to tie your emotions to external validation. Boost your self-worth by celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Practice affirmations like "I am enough as I am." Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. When you know your worth, you're less likely to compromise your peace for others' approval. Detachment becomes easier when you focus on what truly matters to you. Define your goals and take small, consistent steps toward them. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today that aligns with my values? How can I use my energy to create something meaningful? When your life is driven by purpose, emotional distractions lose their power. Emotional detachment isn't about building walls, it's about creating space for growth, clarity, and peace. It's not about abandoning your emotions, but managing them so they serve your higher self. By practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, and letting go of what you can't control, you'll discover the strength within you to navigate life's challenges with grace. Detachment doesn't make you less human, it makes you more resilient. So as you embark on this journey, remember the goal isn't to escape emotions, but to embrace life with balance and intention. Thank you.